Hello? Hopefully this works. Hey, ooh, is that loud? Quiet? Too loud? That's loud. Okay. Let's make that way quieter. Like there. Maybe there. There's looking good. Cool. Why not? What is up, y'all? I thought I would just do a very quick live stream because I'm sitting here recording by myself anyways. So I thought, why not do it with you guys? So today, a pickle and a hot dog, what's up? Oh, that's your username? Jesus Christ. How's it going, man? Double Devil Overload, what's up? Yo, Justice, man, you're too kind. Yes, tomorrow your video is going up. I actually have it on my pedal board right now. I was going to show it, but it's all hooked up, so I can't. But tomorrow morning, got you. Loving that tone. Thanks, Austin. So it's actually just my 5150. Unfortunately, there is like that faint like background hum you can hear right there. But that is just the way it is because it's a fucking high gain amp, brother. So today we're recording a very old school deathcore song called District of Misery by Oceano. In case you haven't heard it, it sounds like this. So anyways, we're going to be trying to cover that because it's a fun song and it came on my Spotify shuffle and I was like, fuck, it's been a while since I played that song. I want to play it again. So I'm going to try and play it. I remember how to play like most of it, but I definitely am going to have to refer to this guitar tab I found for some of it, especially the leads. I don't remember how to play the leads. But yeah, if you guys have any questions while I'm going here, just fucking let me know. But let's try it out, shall we? And then it has like a swell here. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I remember, I think I'm gonna have to go back over that like little lucky part. Because I don't think that's quite right, but the intro's right. Let's just play it again. Oh, I just realized I fucked up. Recording the DI at the same time. Oh no. To redo that all over again. Let's turn that off. So what I like to do, just for you guys' information, delete that unfortunately, is I like to record the DI and the amp at the same time. So that way if I decide I don't like how my amp sounds, I still have the DI, and then I can just run it through a VST instead. Gives me a little more options to play with down the road. So I'm going to retrack all of that because I fucked that up and forgot to do it. Yeah. Frank Caroline, how did you record the drums? I hate programming drums. So for drums, I am using Get Good Drums Invasion primarily, which looks like this. Good stuff. Sounds good. I layered that with another VST called Mjolnir, which looks like this. Except with Mjolnir, I'm only using the kick and the snare to just kind of like beef up the kick and the snare a little bit, because I think it sounds a little bit better. As for programming, normally I would literally go in and program this all by hand, but luckily for me, since this song is so fucking old, someone else has already made like a guitar tab, and it has the full drums, so all I did was file, export, MIDI, and that is all. And then you just drop that MIDI file into here, and then obviously I had to like edit it a little bit to make it sound like not like a fucking robot, or at least a little bit humanized, a tiny bit. That's what I did for this time around. You love the thumbnail? Thanks, Kaznat. I worked really hard on that. What's the song? The song is District of Misery by Oceano. Yeah. Might try that with the Mjolnir. Yeah, definitely try layering them. It's a good way to kind of make them sound a little more unique with not too much extra effort. So let's do this again. I forgot to track the DI, so we're going to do that again. Also, let me check real quick on that next riff. I forgot how to play it. This one. Is the guitar... Oh, okay. Oh, that's hilarious. So it's just that? Okay, that's easy enough. Alright, let's try it out. So I'm pretty sure that should be all correct. I'm still not entirely sure about that little trem pick part. Well, I guess it's not really trem picking, it's like 16th notes, but you get the point. So I might have to redo that. Let me just double check what the tab says. I think it's literally just... Oh, I actually made it harder than it needs to be. So... Oh, okay, whatever. Alright, well, I'll delete that and redo that part then, because fucking whatever. So we're just gonna take that part out and redo that, and then we'll move on to the other guitar. That's still not right. One second. I'm making it harder on myself for no reason. Cool. Okay, so that should be correct now. We're just going to slot, oops, not delete it, slot it in. So one thing that I like to do for covers and really for anything recording is, like, as you can see, I played into the next riff. So like I started playing the next one, even though I already have it recorded. And the reason I do that is because what I like to do is like leave a little bit of the note. And then when you drag it in, it automatically crossfades. So it's not going to have that like really harsh like start-stop sound, which sounds very unnatural and not desirable. So the easy way to fix that is just play a little bit of the next riff and then crossfade it in, and you're good to go. Yeah, alright. Let's track the other guitar for the right side, I guess it would be. That was a little sloppy. Nope. Okay, pretty sure that's right. Once again, I'm just gonna have to double check that 16th note riff just to be sure I'm doing that right, because I know it's like a harmony. I think that's right. I don't know, man. Okay, before we move on, let's check out some of these comments here. Oops, clean this up a little bit too. Get rid of that noise. Don't want that there. All right. Let's see what we got in the comments here. Jackson, I did see you say you're horny, and then you retracted your comment. Shout out to you for being horny. Is your bass tone still parallax? Yes, I think that's what I'm using here. Yeah. So I'm using, I think I'm actually using a combination of parallax and dark glass. This is something I started doing kind of recently. Because I find it sounds a little better. I like the dark glass for the high end like a tiny bit more than the parallax. So lately what I've been doing is I have been using parallax more for like the low and the mid, and then just basically like scooping out all of the high end, and yeah, layering that with dark glass. So that's for you. Who said that? Lucas, I think. Yeah, Lucas Shaw. Burnt Gerbil likes to come into every live stream and complain about how I record, so that's cool. I'm just gonna ignore that. Oceana, one of your favorite songs. Yeah, man, this song still holds up. Like, fuck, what is this, like 10 years later, 12 years later? So good. Where else we got here? Who doesn't love that blast beat? Yeah, man, that intro is just like the best. That shit is awesome. I'm gonna go watch hentai. Alright. Dingwalls for tips for getting a dingwall for less than $10. I don't know. Like, hope you find one on the side of the street, I guess. Alright, anyways. We are gonna go ahead and edit here. Now what I do is we're just gonna make sure everything is like as close to on time as possible, and especially for the 5150, like as you can hear in the background, there's that faint like hissing sound. So like if I solo the guitars, you'll hear it right here, that noise. I don't like it, so I delete it because it sounds like shit and there's no reason for it to be there. So I literally just go in and separate all of the chugs. And yo, is that the TikTok metal guy? How's it going, Matthew? It is me, Andrew Baina from TikTok, apparently. Since that's what I'm somehow more well known for than the YouTube channel I've built for 10 years. Oops. What else? You just bought a guitar? Hell yeah, Justice. What'd you buy, man? Let us know. This guy is from TikTok. God damn. I know you guys are joking, but I can guarantee you that is going to happen in real life, and it's going to be very weird. Like, go to NAMM next year and be like, hey, you're that guy from TikTok. And I'll be like, yeah, I guess so. I'm not complaining, though. Hey, man. Wherever the views are at is good with me. It's good for me as a whole. It is kind of ironic, but I'll take it. It's not like it's a bad thing. You got your first 8-string. Hell yeah. What'd you get, man? An Agile, I think you said? Sorry if I'm reading someone else's comment instead there. TikTok algorithm is so weird. Yeah, it is a very weird algorithm, but it has been doing wonders for me, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, for reference, I literally have more followers on TikTok than subscribers on YouTube for some unknown reason. Shit is crazy. Alright, we're almost done here. Clean this shit up. It's just like, the last one here is a little off. I'm gonna just scoot that over. So now, we went through, oh, I missed one, and got rid of like all of that blank space that is supposed to actually be blank space. And we should be good to go now. Let's hear what it sounds like, shall we? Okay, so we're getting there. There's a couple little things I'm gonna edit really quick. So I noticed that, like, especially on this intro chuggy part, there's like a little like eep, like a high pitched screeching sound. Probably just because I have so much fucking gain going on. So to get rid of that, I literally just crossfade everything. Oops, that didn't work. Why did that not work? Weird. Should do that to all. Oh man, I don't want to have to do it. Well, let's see if this works. Let's just shorten everything by like 30 seconds. Oops, not this. Okay, that's better. Cool. So I got rid of the little squeak on the end. Hell yeah, obviously I made my guitar tracks green. Gotta. Needs bass. Yes, I will be tracking bass momentarily. You got a 7-string and it's a chord. That's sweet. And you saw the yellow snake video? Yeah, exactly. So there's like this TikTok channel that has like 2 million followers, and they just used like the audio of Johnny and me screaming, and they like synced it up to a little snake. And yeah, it has millions of views. Shit's crazy. Justice, you got a GNL Telly in Sonic Woo. Sick. That's awesome, man. Then yes, guitar tracks always are green. Except for leads, which there are none right now. What's up, SSF Slayer? How's it going? How much dedicated wham to a server? Fuck, that's such a good meme. Cool. So I don't really know if I like this part here. It's sounding a little weird to me. Like, that doesn't really sound right, so I'm just gonna listen to the original song. I guess that is what they're doing. It just doesn't sound good with my tone. Maybe I'm gonna like turn off my tube screamer because it's like a little nasally or something. Yeah, I think that'll help. I'm just gonna re-record this one part, but do it with no tube screamer on because I think it'll sound better. Or not tube screamer, but 805 overdrive to be specific. That sounds a little bit better. Just not quite as harsh. The overdrive pedal definitely comes in handy for like the chuggy parts, but it's sounding a little overkill for the the more notey parts, I guess you could say. What's up, the gentleman? This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Your mom loved the hardcore breakdowns using TV quotes video. That's hilarious. Yeah, for some reason those videos just fucking kill on TikTok, and I'm not complaining. You've got a big fetish for big men with big guitars. But you came to the right place, I guess. I don't know, man. All right, let's do bass real quick. I'm gonna just turn off. Get rid of that hissing in the background, and then we'll move on to the next riff. But I do just want to get a little bit of bass going here. It'll sound way better. So obviously I turn off my amp for this because I don't need it. And we're gonna monitor with the Dark Glass plugin. Double check that I'm in tune. Okay, this pick is fine. My mic is like directly in front of my tuner. Very smart. Good planning on my part. Alright, this only uses 2 strings, so we can just go ahead with that. Alright, let's do the bass. God damn, that sounds nice. I fucking love this bass, man. Okay, well that was easy. I'm pretty sure I didn't make any mistakes. So, what I do here is... what do I do here? So, I duplicate the bass track. So we're gonna go ahead and just copy that and paste it, because like I was saying, I actually I don't double track, but I do have 2 layers of bass going on, because I like using the parallax and the dark glass in combination, because I like to do stupid overkill things. And then we're gonna go in and edit all the notes, so there's dead space. That's what makes this sound so much heavier, is having nothing. The absence of notes is heavier than the notes themselves. It sounds like some prophetic bullshit, but it's true. This one actually comes in early, I just realized. We're just gonna scoot that over there. Yeah. Oh man. Alright, so... let's hear what that sounds like so far. I'm gonna turn off my mic for a second. Hell yeah, that sounded pretty thick. I'm just gonna finish up editing these real quick before we move on. Again, just deleting any space that's supposed to be empty. So I'm just, for those of you who use Reaper, the way that you do this real fast is like, click the track, hold the Shift key, select the other track, plus press the S key, and then go to your next point, which is over here. Hold Shift, click both, click S, and then click the delete key. That's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm doing this faster, because I like to try to be as efficient as possible. Oops, deleted one of these by accident. Let's get that back. Okay, so yeah, the bass tone by itself sounds like this for anyone who is curious. That riff is so easy, but sounds so fucking sick. Sometimes it's the most simple things that just kill you, you know? Okay. Dude, let's see what you guys are talking about over here. I want that as a breakdown call out of whatever bridge is saying Vuelve a grabarlo no empalma. That's probably not how you say that. If there was a big four of deathcore, who would it be? You would say Suicide Silence, The Irish Murder, Chelsea Green, Fit for an Autopsy, or Oceano. I mean, I feel like you missed Whitechapel, and they would be definitely in the top four. Like, I'd say Suicide Silence, Whitechapel, The Irish Murder, and who would number 4 be? Maybe like, I don't know if I'd say Fit for an Autopsy. They're big, but they're not that big. Who's like the biggest deathcore band? I guess I would go Chelsea Grin for number 4. That's what I would say. What presets am I using on the Dark Glass and Parallax? I don't know if I'm using... I think what I usually do is like I use the default preset, but then I just like fuck with it until I like how it sounds. So I don't think I'm using any preset in particular. For this one, apparently I'm using the Nolly preset, but I'm sure I probably fucked with the knobs. And then on the EQ side, I'm literally deleting everything below 500 hertz. So if you listen to the Dark Glass by itself, it sounds fucking stupid. Like, it sounds like nothing. But when you pair it with the Parallax, and then when you combine them, see what I mean? Makes a big difference when you combine them, for sure. You don't really have to do this. Like, you can get an awesome tone with just the Parallax by itself. But I just kind of like how this sounds a little bit better, that's all. Synth Chris, how's it going, man? You could group the tracks so you don't need to select both. That's actually a very good idea that I never thought of. So I guess you would just go... How would you even do that? Oh, group. Items. Oh. And then... Oh, that's fucking cool. I didn't know you could do that. Thanks, man. I learned something new today. I'm gonna try that next time I edit, which will be in like 2 seconds. No, this is not Pro Tools. This is Reaper. Mark finished work and ready to enjoy the live stream. Hell yeah, man. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. I'm surprised there's like 100 people watching right now. I definitely didn't think that many people would be interested in it. That's cool to see. Okay. We're going to move on to the next part. So the next part has this like swell, which I can show you guys how I do real quick. It's very easy and a really cool effect. So it's like that. So first of all, I'm going to change the drums here because I think that it's not programmed right. So I'm going to do like a cymbal grab and get rid of that second kick. And then I guess I also need this one. So yeah. Cool. So it's like a swell that stops here. So it has this like tiny little break of nothing. Which again, adding those little breaks of no sound will make when the sound comes in way heavier, right? All about dynamics. So there's like a really quick reverse swell, which sounds really cool. Sorry, I just gotta turn my amp back on. That. Cool. So, sorry, I burped a little bit. Proceeds to headbang. Hell yeah. So let's do that swell. So we're just gonna track it twice and see what it sounds like. Oh, I guess I can turn that off. So it sounds really stupid right now, but just bear with me. It will sound cool. So we're gonna put this down here and do that one more time. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Cool. So it's gonna sound the most lame. And there's a reason for that. Okay, so we got it in place, but as you can see, it actually cuts off here, not here. So again, if we select all, sorry, I forgot to use your group technique, but you could also do that. And then you select everything and go right click. Oh, nope. Right click. Where is it? Reverse items as new take. And that's going to process it and make the guitar go like the opposite way, literally reverse it. And then you also do this to crossfade it so it swells. Now it's going to sound way heavier, like this. Yeah, so very simple technique. It'll sound even better when I add the bass in. Yeah, that's how you do a reverse swell. Do I have a noise gate on my 5150? Yes, definitely. I do have a noise gate. Like if I turn it off, it's even louder. But that's just the nature of this amp. I don't know if my amp is like slightly broken or something, but that it just always has that perpetual tiny little hum that drives me crazy. But I mean, honestly, I usually edit my DIs anyways to get rid of silence, or sorry, to make sure there's silence. So I don't really mind. I've been doing it this way for my entire life. So it's just a force of habit at this point. Let me just tune up real quick. I do have a power conditioner as well, but my amp isn't plugged into it. In the future, that will definitely be something I'm doing when I move into my new house in the future. For now, it's too complicated and I'm just lazy. So let's go on to this next riff and then I'll answer more of your guys' questions. Pretty sure I remember how to play this. So that is a very, very simple riff, as are all of the riffs in this song. So again, we're just gonna group that, or not group that, but move that out of the way. And do it again. I guess it would help if I turned my volume knob on. kind of fucked that up a little bit, actually. I don't like how I played that. Oops. I'm just gonna come in. I'm gonna come in like over here because it's a little meh. Cool, that is much better. So again, we are just gonna cut there and crossfade the performances between, or not between each other, but to each other. And then I'm gonna retrack this whole little interlude thing in a second, so we're just gonna go ahead and delete that. Yeah. So I guess let's check how that sounds before we move on. Cool, sounds good to me. We'll answer some of you guys' questions before moving on here. Yo, Cam Alfred, this is really funny, but it blocked your message as spam because you said stub, so I guess it thought you were saying some sexual thing, which is very funny to me. Official Strokren, love the drum tone. What plugin is that? So it's a blend of Get Good Drums Invasion and Solemn Tones Mjolnir. So it's both at the same time. The Mjolnir is only the kick and the snare, and we're blending the two. Five Finger Death Punch is your favorite slamming deathcore band. Hey man, I can't argue with that. Ariana says, are you a fan of Tala? Yes, Tala is fucking awesome. Biludio, how many guitar tracks do you think is the sweet spot to record? I only ever track 2. I know lots of people quad track, but I do not have the patience to do that, so I just do 2. So it's up to you. I've heard it sound amazing with 2. I've heard it sound amazing with 4. So both ways can sound good if you do it right. So we're gonna go on to this interlude riff, which is very easy. And we'll do that and then answer more questions. Easy. Easy. One more time. Cool. Very simple. And we're almost done the song. There's only like one more riff, really. Which is not even really a riff. And then obviously we have the bass and the leads and whatnot. I'm not using a guitar plugin right now. I'm actually using my 5150, which is, maybe you can see it over there, kind of. It's a little off camera, but that is what I'm using for guitar tone. Normally, if I do use a plugin, I would use the what would it be? The Nameless suite from Fortin or from Neural DSP. If I was using the DI, but I'm not doing that today. I can show you real quick. Sorry, not really. Fortin Nameless suite. Okay, so this is the one I usually use. So if I decide I don't like the 5150 for some reason, then I can go in and just use that instead. But, you know, we'll decide later. I'm tracking with both, so that's what these like muted tracks are. This is just the DI. Like, it sounds fucking stupid. But we're not using that right now. Probably we'll end up just using the 5150 because I do really like how it's sounding for this song in particular. But for like more like djenty stuff, I usually prefer using plugins. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next. I did see someone ask like how to mix my covers, but that's honestly like a huge fucking question that there's no way I can answer that in a stream. Because I don't even really know. Like, at least I don't know how to explain it concisely. Oh yeah, this part. Okay, cool. I know this part. Alright, let's do the next riff. Back to the intro. I'm pretty sure that's what's being played. I'm gonna double check with the original song just to be sure. Okay, so that part is actually different than what I played, so we're gonna fix that. So it's the same notes I was playing, but slightly different. Oh my god, what am I doing? That's better, and that sounds like what the original is doing. So it's just accenting the first notes of the pattern, basically. And that's where the intro comes back in. So we're going to double track that. Back to the intro. Okay, so that should be all good. Chop that part there. Yeah, I think that's it for rhythms. Then it just goes back to the over here. Honestly, just do this. And then this should be like the whole song. Yeah, that should be it. Let's take a listen, and then track bass, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's the whole song on rhythm guitar, so we're just going to fill in all of this with bass, since obviously I didn't do that yet. But before that, let's take a look at your questions. Duncan, what is the thumbnail? The thumbnail is a picture I found in my downloads folder, and that's all. I just thought it was funny. I think it's like a Snapchat filter or something. Have you heard Aparthe's new track? Your band is playing your first show with them in 4 weeks. That's awesome. I'm jealous you're playing a show at all, because in Canada we can't do shit. But no, I haven't heard their new song yet. I should definitely check that out, because their like little 3-song EP was fucking awesome. What was the hardest song to record for you? Oh man, I don't know off the top of my head. Probably like that Meshuggah Evolution video. Macca Packa Bana Breakdown. Alright. Do you use amped roots? No, but I have used it in one video, and it sounds good. I mean, for a free plugin, it's pretty damn awesome for sure. Burp, yeah, I do burp sometimes. 5150 sounds popping here, hell yeah, glad to know that. What about the Acacia strain? What about them? That's not really a question. If you, I like them. Dr. Muffin Man. You're settling on Trees of Malice for your band name. Okay, that's a pretty cool deathcore sounding name for sure. Do I use a pick? Yes, I was using my Carcosa Ernie Ball pick. It's just like a 1mm, generic Ernie Ball pick, basically. But with my logo on it, because again, I like to do extra shit like that. Show you the mouse pad. Oh my god, it was in that recent video, but there you go. Fucking shout out to Overlord for the mouse pad. It's the most commented thing in my videos. It went from string gauges to mouse pad, so I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's something. Petition to make the thumbnail an emote on your server. Yeah, I'm definitely down. If you guys want to do that, by all means feel free. I have the picture somewhere. Do I plan on doing more mellow-ish songs like Absent Post? I don't really know. That song was primarily written by Johnny. At least all the mellow parts were written by Johnny. So if he decides to write stuff like that, then sure. But I'm definitely not the one in the band that's writing the ambient stuff. Alright, let's do bass real quick here. Epic mousepad, hell yeah. Like I said, everyone loves the mousepad. Brazil, fuck yeah. Dude, I would love to go to Brazil one day. It looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's tune up real quick. Alright, we just need those 2 strings. Oh yeah, this is a Dingwall NG2 5 string tuned to drop A for Bob Bowie. I guess that's your name. Alright, what are we playing here? Oh yeah, this part, okay. Nope, just kidding. One more time, delete that amp track. 2. What the fuck what is wrong with me? 2, 3, 4. Wow, that was really fucking easy. Okay, well, the good news is I did that all in one take, I guess. Saves me some time. So let's just slot that in where it's supposed to be. So we do need to do this reverse effect, which again is like that. Fade it in. And I think that pretty much should be it. Oh yeah, I guess I just need to delete this little guy. That's it. Just get all of it and copy paste to the layer. And I think that is everything for the rhythm portion of the song. There's obviously some leads, which I'll do as well, but this is like 99% of the song. Let's take a listen, shall we? I'll shut the fuck up, and this is how it sounds. There we go. All right. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Also, fucking, how's it going, Austin? I miss you, man. I wish we could hang out sometime soon. Oh, you guys were talking about a different Discord server? My bad. Well, there's the link to my Discord anyways, if you do want it. Yeah, there's still guitar leads, which I will track in a second. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing that was sounding weird. I did just add this in, because I noticed that the swell sounded a little strange, but this should be better. That's better. An Oceano cover to celebrate Black Mario going full-time on Twitch. Oh, shit, I didn't know he did that. That's awesome for him, man. I'm not up to date with my Twitch stuff, man. I need to get on that shit. Yeah, I miss you too, bro. Do you know what Bena in the dialect of Venice means whale? I didn't actually know that. Surprisingly, no one's told me that before. That's interesting. That's weird. What drum software do you use? I mentioned this a couple times, but mostly Get Good Drums Invasion mixed with a little bit of Mjolnir. Oh, Taylor, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Yeah, and then I saw, who was it here? I think it was Hettinger. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. You're saying there's too much rim shot, so I think that's actually because I'm layering it with this. So I think I might actually delete the snares for the blast beat sections, because I think it might be a little too overkill, and just like only have it on the impacts. That might sound a little better. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, so anytime there's blast beats, I'm just gonna go ahead and fucking delete all of these extra snares, because there's too many snares. That will sound way better. Like that. Yeah, these are all just like the little things you can do to help make sure stuff is sounding nice. And then at the end as well. Crazy. Here. And okay, that should sound a lot better. Now the snares won't sound as ridiculous. Cool, that sounds better. Sorry, I keep burping today. I'm drinking this stupid ass White Claw and shit. Big coom on the snare. God damn. Is that like annoying, like kind of like borderline slam, like stupidly high pitched, like what's it called? Like the dodgeball snare, you know? That's what I always call it. Love it. Classic deathcore shit. Okay, so I'm gonna add one more thing before we move on to the lead guitars. So we got some effects to add. These are really easy to do. I just used literally, it's actually really funny how I got these, but Joey Sturgis, like literally, I think probably 10 years ago now, he released like the stems for Machine by Born of Osiris. And the bass drops on that album are just so fucking stupidly loud, and they sound awesome, and I just use them. It sounds like this. Like it has glass breaking and shit. It's just like so unnecessarily heavy, but I love it. So this is actually what I've been using for basically forever. So what I do is I just grab it and I just like align it to the grid like so, and then cut it because I don't want that snare. I only want that like ridiculous impact. And then we're just gonna kind of place these around. And then there's this one as well. Which one? This one. So this one is a little more chill. It doesn't have like the glass. It's just like a cymbal and bass drop. So that one's also useful. So I kind of like, depending on what the drop is, I want it to be one of these two, depending how intense we want to be. And then there's also these guys right here, which are like the extra snares. So it like adds in like an extra layer of snare basically. So I just go ahead and grab those as well. I should probably just like, you know, render these out as its own sample because I don't know why I have never done that. I just literally crop it every single time I record, which is just one of the many inefficient things that I do and have no desire to change because I'm lazy. But anyways, so we do that. So now we go through the song one more time and we kind of like decide where these all go. So probably like after this snare thing ends, so like around, definitely right there. That's like when the whole song comes in. So we're gonna want that like stupidly big one with the glass breaking. And then also, since the snare is slower, we're gonna want to double or triple, I guess, the snare there for just to be super unnecessary. So you can hear the snare. Where is it? I think it's Yeah, it's right there. Okay. So the snare is right there. So now... we're just going to put... just going to basically put these in every time there's a drop. So now it will sound even heavier, like this. So yeah, basically, you know, just adding in those impacts, again, just making the heavy parts even heavier. And then all this section won't have anything because it's all like blast beats. So there's already so much going on and there's so many vocals here that you don't really want the instrumental to be the focus. So we're just going to ignore that. But then over here, we get into this second part and it has like the lead, which is missing. So what we're going to do, because this does this reverse, we also want to definitely have a reverse sub drop, or reverse bass drop rather. So what we're going to do is if you hold the Alt key, you can actually shorten the bass drop to be the same length as the guitars, and then you right click and reverse as new take, and then this will give you a reverse bass drop, and we can put that, I think it'd be here. And now this part should just like really like suck you in right before the drop happens, and it should sound pretty damn sick. So let's take a listen. Oh wait, fuck, I fucked up. 1 second. Let me do this one more time. I just realized I didn't quite want that. Or I did, but I also wanted to keep the original. Okay, one more time. So shorten it to length, right click, reverse, and move it here. So now it'll suck you in and then drop even harder, like so. Yeah, and there is also a reverse cymbal in there too. Like that. Yeah, that sounds nice. This one actually might not be the one I want to do. Maybe I do want that glass breaking one again just to make it even here. Let's see if that sounds good. That's a little better. Cool. I thought that might be overkill, but I actually like that. And then it's this riff for a while, which has the guitar lead. Okay, so over here, the riff changes, but it's not quite heavy enough to have like a bass drop, because that would be a little overkill. But what you can do is called a sub drop, which is a bass drop with all of the high information gone. So it'll sound like this. So literally just the sub bass. So it's not going to have that like cymbal impact. It's only going to have the low information. So you might not be able to hear this over the stream, but if you listen on like in a car or something, you will definitely feel this, which just again kind of helps your brain to differentiate that, oh, this is a new part of the song, you know what I mean? So that should sound like this. So yeah, it's barely audible, but it makes a big difference being in there. And then over here we go to another new part of the song when this like ambient piano thing comes in, which I haven't done yet. So we're obviously going to want another bass drop. And to again suck you into that part, we're going to add in a reverse cymbal swell. So it'll sound like this. Cool. So that again will just help you move you along to the next part of the song. And then this is all like the build up, so that's not going to have anything. I don't think I want a bass drop here, but I do want a reverse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the reverse and the bass drop and delete the bass drop, and we're going to move this reverse so it ends right along with the guitars. And again, this will help to suck you in, and then when it hits, go even harder. Like that. And then what we can do here is put another sub drop, so it's not going to be as noticeable, but it will subconsciously make your brain do the thing. I actually think that should go earlier. Maybe the reverse should end like there. That's better. Cool. And we just have the final part of the song. So this goes back to the intro. Right there. Oops. So we can literally just copy paste. Cool. We're going to just paste the same bass drops as earlier, but we're also going to add a reverse swell into it. And this should be everything, I think. Let's take a listen. Okay, so I think we're ready to move on to the lead guitar. I just added in 2 extra sub drops. They might be a little overkill, but let's take a listen. I kind of like it. Yeah, we'll leave the sub drops in. Fuck it. Okay, and then yeah, as Mr. Betas was pointing out, yeah, obviously there's like no ambient layers yet, which will be added in a second here. Reverse snare swells, we can put those in. I don't think the original has any. Take a listen. I actually want to hear how this end part goes. Oh, it's also a cymbal grab there. I didn't realize. Let's fix that. Another cymbal grab. Oh my god, please obey me. Okay, cool. Good thing I double checked because I totally forgot about those cymbal grabs. So let's hear what this sounds like. Okay, cool. That definitely sounds better with those pauses there. But then with the pause, this kind of sounds weird. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that for now. I might obviously, you know, change it up a little as we go, but I think it's sounding pretty good. Always cool to see legit music production being done in Reaper. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people hate on Reaper, but it's like free to try, and I used the free trial for a very long time. I did buy the business license now because obviously this is my job. But yeah, Reaper's awesome, man. Fuck, I wouldn't have learned any of the shit I learned how to do if it wasn't for Reaper, so I love it. So what we're gonna do first before doing the guitars is I use this synth program called Nexus 3, which just has like a shit ton of presets. I don't really know anything about synths, so I kind of just use this and scroll through presets till I find something I like. There's basically this cool part of the song like around here. That shit, obviously that's not the sample I want to use. So we're just gonna find like a cool kind of like a synth lead. To me it sounds like almost like, no, not like that. Yeah, more of something like, so I guess we're gonna be using like a pad, but I want it to be like high pitched. Maybe that. Let's hear how that sounds. Nope, just kidding. That sounds fucked. It's not quite what I want. Also, I want it to be more high pitched, so I'm gonna just put all of these notes up there. Let's see how this sounds for now.